so let me share it with you.
Okay.
The 7th straight double-doubles. No other rookie in WNBA history has done that. So let us get your initial reactions to making history here today.
Man, I'm just happy we finally won. And at home, it's super exciting, obviously, for myself. And I try to give myself some grace and tell myself I'm doing a good job, but I have so much more to grow. And I'm just excited to be in this league and just excited to win some more.
Have you ever wondered what happens when an athlete, considered unbeatable by everyone, gets tangled in a controversy that could potentially end her career? Well, get ready, because we're about to dive into one of the most shocking moments in WNBA history since its inception.
Where Chicago Sky rookie forward Angel Reese was ejected from the game last night against the New York Liberty after drawing consecutive technical fouls. The ejection happened after Reese was called for her 5th foul and was, quote, disrespectfully addressing, end quote, official Charles Watson. Angel Reese is a rising star in the WNBA, drafted 7th overall by the Sky 2 months ago. On Monday, Reese addressed the media following that controversial technical foul on her teammate, Kennedy Carter, who shoved Caitlin Clark.
Angel Reese, a well-known figure who has built a reputation as a dominant force both on and off the court, is now facing serious allegations of drug use. Since these accusations surfaced, the basketball world has been thrown into chaos.
When I think about it, it's a neck-and-neck race. It's not a foregone conclusion. The fact that Angel Reese is in the mix is a beautiful, beautiful thing with all the notoriety that's been thrown in the direction, Eminem, for Caitlin Clark. But that's where I want to go with this. This is the biggest thing we have to applaud about Angel Reese. She goes out in the midst of all of this pub and notoriety being thrown in the direction of a Caitlin Clark. And everybody is talking about, yeah, but it's Caitlin Clark and everybody else. Well, Angel Reese said, nah, it ain't Caitlin Clark and everybody else. It's me too. And then showed up on national television, showed up last night, and down 15, having already lost 2 games to Caitlin Clark already this year, brings her team back, puts it on her shoulder.
When I think about it, this is a tight race, nothing's set in stone. The fact that Angel Reese is in the running is a beautiful thing. With all the attention that's been directed toward Caitlin Clark, it's important to recognize Angel's resilience. Everyone's been talking about Caitlin Clark, but Angel Reese stepped up and said, it's not just Caitlin Clark and everyone else. I'm in this mix too. She proved it by showing up on national television last night, down by 15 points, and having already lost twice to Caitlin Clark earlier this season. Angel took charge, carried her team, and led them to a comeback.
The emotions is not something I've seen from you yet. So can you just describe the reason for the tears?
Well, we won today. We won today, but they just told me I'm an all-star. And I mean, I'm just so happy. I know the work I put in. Coming into this league, so many people doubted me and didn't think my game would translate and I wouldn't be the player that I was in college or better or would be worse and wouldn't be where I am right now. But I trusted the process and I believed, and I'm thankful that I dropped to 7 and was able to come to Chicago, and it's just a blessing. I can't thank my teammates and my coaches enough for just believing in me and trusting me, and I know all of them are going to come to Phoenix and support me, so I'm really happy right now.
We all know that drug charges are viewed as one of the most serious offenses in sports. In fact, it's one of the worst things that can happen to an athlete, second only to injuries. The reason is simple. The use of performance-enhancing drugs undermines the integrity of fair competition, which is the foundation of every sport.
I've been super supportive since I got here. Being able to come to a big city like Chicago and leaving Baton Rouge was hard for me, but being welcomed by Chicago and all the amazing things here has been amazing. Being able to see our ticket sales going up, being able to see the jersey sellouts, and so many people reaching out and loving women's basketball. And that's all I'm about, being able to grow the game and being able to come here and make an impact is something I'm looking forward to.
Has anything surprised you about Chicago? Like the city, the culture?
I just got here yesterday, so I haven't really been able to go out just yet, but I'm sure I'll enjoy more experiences by the way.
Angel, it's been such a quick turnaround, obviously, from the tournament to the draft to here. Just what have those weeks looked like for you, and Do you feel like the emotions have settled at all?
No, I feel like I've been honestly on go, but it's a blessing being able to balance school and also being able to be here, making a quick turnaround and moving from the drive. It's been crazy and I really haven't been able to take a deep breath about it, but I'm ready.
So how did Angel Reese find herself at the center of this unwanted controversy? What's even more absurd is that she might have avoided all of this if she had chosen a different sport. Let's break it down to understand how such a talented player ended up being linked to something as damaging as drug use.
And think about everything that's going on since your
No, my coach asked me today, did you celebrate your double streak? And I was like, I don't have time to celebrate. Like, I don't have time to sit there and just celebrate. As you kind of saw my reaction when they told me I was Rookie of the Month. I'm like, I don't have time to celebrate. I got a game today. So I just live my life. I mean, as I just go day by day and just try to just be thankful and just know that this opportunity doesn't come often.
Angel, Rashad Milligan rolling out. 17, 18 rebounds tonight. What was going so well for
really?
the boys?
Okay.
19.
Oh, okay. And it wasn't all offensive like people say.
Oh.
Okay. I'm just happy being able to help impact the team in a way that they need. I know defensively that's something that I've been trying to work on and continue to work on. Being able to have to guard the legend Tina Charles any given night, and I'm just being able to learn from her as I'm just guarding.
Angel Reese has certainly garnered a lot of attention, but not all of it has been for the right reasons. As a prominent and outspoken player in the WNBA, she is known for her aggressive playing style and commanding presence on the court.
Hi, Shara Taylor, New York Beacon. What message do you have for those high school girls in Baltimore who are looking up to you?
Just be you. A lot of people may just tell you that you can't do certain things, and you're going to get more yeses than nos. And I had to realize that just being able to be authentic, and people love me because who I am. I have those tough conversations. I say things that a lot of people are scared to say, and take that scary step. I took a scary step of faith going to LSU, not knowing what could happen, and look how my life has completely changed. So being able to just believe in yourself, trusting yourself, and have an amazing team behind me is great.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can you talk a little bit about that emotion going from the last few months to having your name called a few moments ago?
I mean, I didn't know what I was going to do. I mean, obviously coming back would have been amazing for me, but I wanted more for myself. I wanted to start over. I feel like I had been in a high since the national championship, and I want to hit rock bottom. I want to be a rookie.
However, she now finds herself at the center of an unwanted controversy. According to multiple sources, Angel Reese has been suspected of using performance-enhancing drugs, a situation that could severely damage her image and potentially end her career.
I'ma take it to that team, I'ma beat them, and I'ma show you I'm just as worthy. That's how you do it. She did exactly that yesterday afternoon, and now we're sitting up here talking about her as a Rookie of the Year candidate, and damn it, if you got her as your favorite, I don't even mind.
These potential consequences have prompted sports personality Stephen A. Smith to confront Angel Reese in his usual straightforward manner. He questioned how Reese was being treated, but stopped short of confirming or denying the rumors of drug use or a possible ban from the league for the former LSU power forward.
But then the second assistant stepped up and threw it back in her face. Now you got half the basketball world saying, well, you know what, that's not the classiest thing to do. Yeah. That's not the way.
It was the exact same thing.
It was the exact same thing. Now you can make an argument that if they're doing excessive celebration in her face after the game is over, all right, then you can make that argument. But you had people complaining about it when she was doing it during the game. Wait a minute, LSU told you before the game.
Yeah.
But we didn't like how she was acting towards South Carolina. She ain't gonna do that against us. Correct me if I'm wrong, Janae. This is exactly what they were saying. Going into the game, they let the basketball world know, y'all think that this is going to be some storybook ending for her. Y'all must have got it twisted. We coming, and we gonna get at her. They told you before the game, then they got in the game, got all up in her in Iowa, was up by 17 at the half, and you're waving, you're doing the Cena. Well, I ain't here.
Going back to Angel Reese, this situation could land her in a world of trouble. The use of steroids in sports not only betrays the trust of fans, teammates, and the entire sports community, but it also breaks the rules. For someone as popular, talented, and adored as Angel Reese, this controversy is nothing short of devastating. How did this happen?
I don't really get to stand up for myself. I mean, I have great teammates. I have a great support system. I got my hometown. I got my family that stands up for me.
I don't really get to speak out on things just because I just try to ignore, and I just try to stand strong. Like, I've been through so much, I've seen so much, I've been attacked so many times, death threats, I've been sexualized, I've been threatened, I've been so many things, and I've stood strong every single time. And I just try to stand strong for my teammates because I don't want them to see me down and like not be there for them. So I just want to always just know, like, I'm still a human. Like,
let's take a moment to discuss drugs in sports. Why are they such a big issue? Steroids, for example, are essentially a form of cheating. They give athletes an unfair advantage by pushing their physical abilities beyond their natural limits. What this means is that users artificially enhance their muscle mass, increase stamina, and make claims of being invincible, when in reality, they're just playing with loaded dice.
Spotlight.
thanks.
Curious. What's your how do you define leadership? How do you define your style of leadership? And how do you feel like that impacts your team?
I think I'm just very competitive and I have a winner mentality. Being able to go and practice and want to win every drill, want to do everything at perfection. I'm kind of perfectionist, so I want to do everything at a high level and not really take any time off because you don't get these opportunities. Like she said, there's not many spots on the team. There's not many places to go. So just being able to be here and embrace this moment and not take it for granted is what is important for me right now.
Just kind of looking at your skill on the court. I think a lot of your attention comes from what you can do on the defensive side with your versatility and better.
Yeah.
Underrated is the skill that you have in offense.
Mm-hmm.
Can you just kind of speak to like skill-wise, where you are with your handle? And
yeah.
Therefore, steroids are banned in all sports for this very reason. They disrupt the level playing field where athletes compete. It's not just about the immediate physical gains. Steroids can also harm an athlete's body and tarnish their reputation.
To make it to the playoffs, we're not satisfied where we are. I think we're 7 or 8 right now. So just to make sure we lock that spot, and we just want to continue to grow. We don't want to settle for trying to make it in at the last or having to win a game at the end to get us in there. We want to be able to have a cushion to be able to go into the playoffs. So I came to Chicago to win. I came to Chicago to the playoffs to bring championships home, and that's what I'm going to do.
Fill in the blank on this one. The Chicago Sky will make a deep playoff push if
we play together, we stick together, build our chemistry. I think our team has a lot of personality. I think our team has a lot of fight and that dog mentality that you can't give out on. I love my teammates. I know they have my back and I got their back, so I'm excited to see where we can go.
In basketball, where agility, speed, and power are crucial, steroids can provide an unnatural advantage that's nearly impossible to compete with. This gives users an edge that undermines the spirit of fair competition.